Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update of what's been going on for the past 2 weeks. It's been crazy busy, so unfortunately, I don't have a lot to show you as far as the animal behavior kit. I've started working on the multiplayer, and it's harder than I thought. Let's just put it that way. I'm making slow progress, but I've been hitting my face against the wall, so to speak, for a couple of nights. And it got to the point that I was getting really frustrated and decided to take a little break from it. I've also had some family over, so it's just been a crazy 2 weeks. But um, while I was taking a little break, I took a couple of days to work on a little project that I had in mind. This is a very simple side project. Uh, and basically, I just wanted to make a kind of a very simple game or simulation that had a traffic system. And I remember seeing this post here by Xe. It's been a while. It's from 2015, where he released a work in progress traffic system, which just looks pretty cool. The files are no longer available. I think he just lost the files. So right now it's really unavailable. All you have is this video. But I just figured, why don't I make my own little traffic system for the game I'm thinking about? And I thought this is going to be fairly simple. I had an idea of how I wanted to do it. But as always, the more I think about things, the more complicated I make it. So I wanted to make a system where the AI could go from wherever it was on the map, right, in a city, for example, to a specific point. And a lot of the AI systems, that I see out there are, kind of dummy traffic systems, because the cars are just going around the street randomly, right? Now, if you have a game and you just want some random traffic, that's fine. But the cars aren't going in a specific, pattern. They're just kind of going in lanes, turning around, etc. So I wanted to do something a little bit different, which is what you see here. This is the result of maybe a couple of nights working on this. And the first thing I wanted to do was to create a network of nodes, so you can see here, for every intersection, and then kind of connect everything together, make a little network, and then decide how I would find the best route for the AI or for anything, right, from one node to the other. And I was thinking about doing my own implementation, and then I realized that I was trying to reinvent the wheel. There's plenty of really, really smart people that already figured this out. So, instead of trying to do something of my own, I decided to implement the A star pathing algorithm, which is really, really popular for, kind of having the AI find the optimal path from A to B. And that's exactly what I did. So I just used the pseudocode here and translated it into Blueprint. I was very surprised just by Googling it that nobody had done it. At least I couldn't find anybody that would implement this algorithm in Blueprint and release it. Um, so that's what I did, and what I have here is a little sample of the project that I've worked on. Now, just full disclosure, this doesn't mean that I am taking a break from ABK or anything. I plan to resume working on it very soon, but this is kind of my way of getting over the burnout. I'm sure you've been there. You get really frustrated, you're not making progress, and I decided just to do something else to kind of clear my mind. So anyway, let's just take a quick look at what I have here. So you see here that I have a bunch of nodes, and these are specific blueprints, and these are path nodes, and all around the city we have a bunch of nodes on any intersection. And these nodes will have neighbors, right? In this case, this node has three neighbors, this guy here, and this guy here. And I can actually show the neighbors. If I click here on this utility, and you can see that it's now showing us all of the neighbors for this node specifically. I can stop showing it. And if I go to this guy here and I show the neighbors, you'll see that this guy actually has four neighbors, right? All of the different nodes. Um, and so on and so forth. So every single node has a list, an array of neighbors. And based on the neighbors, I can use the A star algorithm to create a path from the starting node to the end node, which is really, really cool. Obviously, this, you don't have to do it just for a city. You can do this for, RTSs, real-time strategies, anything that you have that you need specific, precise movement. You can do this. Um, so I have here a node manager, And what I have here is a starting node, and in this case, it's going to be this guy here, 78. And I'm going to make the end node this guy here, number 6. Oops. Let me go back here. The end node is this guy over here. So basically, I want to find the route between this node and that node. And if I come here and I grab all of the parameters, calculate the distances, I can auto assign IDs to all of the nodes, and then I can find the path. You'll see that it automatically traced the optimal path from that node to this node, and it marked it here. Now, obviously, that's fairly simple, but what if I wanted to have this guy as the goal, this node right here? So I go to end node, I select this guy here, oops. Then I reinitialize all of the parameters, reset everything, and I can find the path. And you can see that it goes around the corner and gets here, right? Because this is not connected for whatever reason. So it's pretty cool. You can make any node the end node or the start node. I'm going to make this guy here 40. Initiate and find path. And you can see now that the best path was here. So yeah, this is doing it all on the fly, and it's going from node to node and calculating the best path possible. So that's pretty neat. There's also a couple more things that I've added. So let's say that I want this guy here again to be the goal. Oops, 58 or 55 rather. I'm gonna make this guy here, and if I find the path, you can see that this is the path. What I can do is I can turn off certain nodes. So this guy here, for example, I can deactivate the node, meaning this guy is no longer active. And if I go back here and try to recalculate the path, you'll see that automatically reroutes around that node to find the optimal path. And you can see that when it is deactivated, it's red. So what if I, let's see here, deactivate this guy here also, and I try to find the path again? You'll notice that now it reroutes again, finding the optimal node path. So if you ever wanted to make a traffic system, which is kind of the initial idea for this, if you wanted to on the fly reroute traffic, then you can programmatically disable specific nodes in the path, right? Let's say that there's a crash, or maybe in your level, in your city level, there's an explosion or whatever, right? And you want to disable specific area, you can do that. I have a little blueprint here that I'm going to bring up. And what this guy does is just disables all of the nodes that are inside its volume. So again, if I wanted to find the path from here to here, and I just found the path, it's just going to go straight here. That's the best path. But if I went here and deactivated all of these nodes in this huge block, and I came back here and try to find the path, you'll see that it has to go all the way around the area here. And this obviously I'm doing it here in the editor, but this can be done on the fly. I'm gonna go back and activate those nodes here to reset it. So that's kind of the idea, is to make more of a dynamic traffic system if I ever get there. But even without the traffic system idea, you could have plenty of uses for the A-star algorithm as long as you have a graph that you set with different nodes, and you select the neighbors for the nodes, and it's using the actual distance per node to calculate the optimal path. So what do you guys think? I don't have a lot of time, so I thought maybe I could just release this for free to the community. You know, if you find the use for it, feel free to do whatever you want with it. I did think about making a very simple traffic system and releasing it for free again. Maybe if I take it really far, maybe I can put it in the marketplace, but I'm really not sure. This is right now just a little side project to kind of act as a little distraction. So yeah, hopefully next time I get you guys an update, it's going to be back to the animal behavior kit, but I just wanted to show this little pet project here and get your opinion. Is this useful? If I release this as is, would you find this useful? Would you like me to work on a simple traffic system? Is that something that you'll appreciate, or maybe there's some other things that that you think would be a good idea? Just right now, just kind of thinking about different possibilities here. Maybe this could be my next project after the animal behavior kit if I take it far enough. So we'll see. I don't know yet. We'll love your opinion on it. Uh, and yeah, hopefully I will get back to the animal behavior kit soon after all this craziness ends, and I'll be able to release it as soon as that multiplayer stuff is implemented. So yeah, let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks a lot.